And here is Khusravkhon Rakhimov of Tajikistan approaching the boxing ring.
Welcoming the blue corner of the ring, the boxer representing Colombia, Yilmar Gonzalez Landazuri.
There is Yilmar Gonzalez.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone about 159 in ring B. About 159 is sanctioned for three three-minute rounds in a men's featherweight division matchup. Your five judges representing here tonight brings in Park from Slovakia, Korea, Algeria, Thailand, and Italy. With your official referee in charge of tonight's action in the ring, represented by Emmanuel Ferreira for Puerto Rico. And now, ladies and gentlemen, bringing our first in the ring, fighting in the red corner.
So Yasser Chinar sends the boxers back to their respective corners as we await the opening bell. So we're underway then. Action in the second preliminary round of the men's 57-kilogram featherweight tournament here at the Stark Arena in Belgrade. It's between boxers from Tajikistan and Colombia. The boxer wearing red is just 19 years of age. And that is Khusravkhon Rakhimov, part of an 8-strong Tajikistan boxing team. Took the Tajikistan national title. He's only won to this point in 2019. The southpaw wearing blue is Yilmar Gonzalez, 28 years of age. He one of 8 members of the Colombian boxing team. And they've acquitted themselves very well indeed here at Belgrade 2021 so far. Southpaw right jab not too far away. Second bout of the tournament as a counter right hand is a scoring shot from Rakhimov. But second bout of the tournament for Gonzalez. Won in a unanimous points decision over the 2019 national champion of Cyprus, Georgios Stavru, in the round of 64. So Gonzalez coming forwards, but just a little bit ungainly as he went looking for his offense. Rakhimov has got that right hand cocked, looking to extend it and catch the advancing boxer in blue. There you see him feinting with it, but didn't commit to the shot. Check left hand landed by Rakhimov, but it was a left hand success, was a single shot success as well by Gonzalez. Biggest bout of his career by far for the teenager from Tajikistan. Nice scoring right jab landed by Gonzalez. Rakhimov was coming forward a few moments ago, but now on the back foot once again as Gonzalez looks to close the distance. Extends a long right hand to the body, but didn't quite find the range. Rakhimov looking to walk his man onto a right cross. So inside the final minutes of this opening round, bobbing and weaving in the corner was Rakhimov, but Gonzalez didn't fully commit to his attack. There's that right hand that Rakhimov's looking for once again. Always such an effective weapon against a southpaw boxer. Of course, it still has that extra distance to travel. Well, neither boxer really coming with more than a single phase of attack through the first round. And when the first one falls short, you see, or you hear Gonzalez celebrating that check right hand success that he had. Closing seconds of the round, the heads bumping together vigorously at close range. Well, Gonzalez thinks that he's done enough. Cagey opening 3 minutes between these two featherweight boxers. Both men enjoyed their moments. But this man perhaps with the more eye-catching work overall. But how will the 5 scoring judges review that first 3-minute session. And here's confirmation, a 4-1 split in favor of Gonzalez, the judge from Germany, preferring the work of Rakhimov. Some of the action from the opening round. There's that check right hand landed. Looking for the same shot once again there, but he didn't find the mark on that replay we've just seen. But there he did find the mark, and that's the one he celebrated with a little exaltation. So we move into the second round then. Rakhimov competing in his first global competition at any level. Second silver medalist in the last 2 editions of the Tajikistan National Championships, and that's the senior championships, remember, and the man is only 19 years of age. Beautiful right jab as Gonzalez celebrating his successes once again. The referee from Turkey may well have a word with him about that. Some boxers like to engage in a one-way conversation with their opponent, and that's a beautiful right jab landed by Gonzalez. 2 counter punches continuing to wait, but Gonzalez's speed is serving him well in this first minute of the second round. Feinting with the feet, trying to trigger that response from an opponent. But it's been Gonzalez who is finally committing in this battle of counter punches, and he scored with some eye-catching singles. 1-2 combination wasn't too far away from Gonzalez. And when you've got 2 counter punches, well, sometimes I've seen contests where a round has been secured by as few as 3 scoring punches being landed. And there's another one for Gonzalez. Rakhimov trying to watch and wait and draw that lead that he can counter, but he's not really finding the range. And again, when punches are at such a premium, that left-right combination blocked by the defenses of Gonzalez. Well, when scoring shots are at such a premium, it can be difficult to win the round at this type of tempo if you're the boxer who's not landing. Right jab to the body was a successful shot. Rakhimov close with that right hand. Now, if he could sustain the attack with Gonzalez near the ropes, perhaps he would enjoy more success. Of course, a pivotal part of boxing folklore is that Willie Pep once won a round without throwing a punch. And I think it's a very confident boxer, brave or foolish, depending on how you want to interpret it, who tries to emulate that mythical part of boxing lore. And I'm not suggesting that's what either of these boxers are trying to do, but in a contest between 2 counter punchers, Rakhimov just not landing enough scoring shots as he's picked off by a right hand, and then a left came through as Gonzalez catapulted himself off the ropes. So very difficult mission this for Rakhimov. You can see him again, desperate to draw that lead as he bombs away with the right hand, but he's invariably out of distance, and it's going to be very difficult for him to prevail in these rounds if he cannot land leather on his opponent. Second round in the book, and having taken the first on a 4-1 split, from my perspective, it's Gonzalez who has taken the second as well. So there's confirmation of a clean sweep of the cards in favor of Gonzalez, the judge from Sri Lanka, returning a 10-8 scorecard. Remember, 10-8, 10-9 for a close round, 10-8 for a clear winner, 10-7 for total domination in AIBA scoring. Some of the action from round number 2. So into the third and final round we go then. And young Khusravkhon Rakhimov of Tajikistan, trailing by a considerable margin after 2 completed rounds, scoring right hand once again. And Gonzalez, not only has he been celebrating his successes audibly, just as he did there, It's almost like the sound that a football crowd makes when their team is 5-0 up and they start passing the ball around the park beautifully. Coming disorganized after that successful foray forwards by Gonzalez. Rakhimov just inconvenienced. But Gonzalez, the manner in which he goes about his boxing, is just trying to assert his dominance here and show the 19-year-old that, listen, tonight is not going to be your night. Every success that he enjoys with a scoring shot or when he makes the man miss, he sneers through that gum shield. He makes sounds to celebrate the shots. He drops his hands contemptuously, not to disrespect his opponent, but just to try and unsettle him, place doubt in his mind. And look at that, off the back foot, scores with a single once again. But Rakhimov, to his credit, he's not buying into that, and he's continuing to try and produce the shot, or the cluster of shots that will turn this one around. But again, trying to do it in this counter-punching fashion is going to be very difficult indeed. But remember, just 19 years of age, facing off against an experienced operator. Comes to the ring as the Commonwealth Games quarter-finalist from Lima in 2019. I was at that Pan Am Games, and it was the outstanding Cuban Yosvani Vicep who eliminated him at the quarter-final stage. But this will give Rakhimov an idea of what it's like to box on a stage as grand as this. Remember, all of his tournaments have been in his region. The majority of his tournaments have been in his homeland. And I mentioned it previously. Sure, a ring is a ring, but how many rings do you think Rakhimov has been in where you're surrounded by gigantic 4K screens? You're seeing yourself projected when you see it in your peripheral vision in crystal clear clarity in about in a size which is probably what? Well, it's almost life size. That's how big the screens are here at the Stark Arena. The ring walk from the warm-up area to the ring, rubbing shoulders with some of the best in the business, the training facilities that he will have been used to. All of this is valuable experience that he can accumulate and take in his AIBA career going forward. But for the here and now, it's going to be the man from Colombia who is going through, and he is absolutely delighted because he's gone through to the round of 16, edging closer towards the quarterfinals. And of course, if you win a quarterfinals, you're on the podium. And of course, if you're on the podium here in Belgrade, you get yourself a medal and a hefty bag as well. $25,000 US apiece for the bronze medalist. And Gonzalez has taken a step closer towards that booty. Let's get the official announcement, which should see him progress through to the round of 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 147 in the ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer out of the blue corner, representing Colombia.
Well, the man from Colombia is absolutely ecstatic at having been declared a unanimous point decision victor over Khusravkhon Rakhimov of Tajikistan. Winning, well, I thought he won all 5 rounds, but somehow the man, or the judge from Germany, has scored a round in favor of Rakhimov, which I do find surprising, but the right man has won on a unanimous point decision verdict. And the 3-time reigning Colombian national champion, a very composed display indeed in this battle of counterpunchers. It is he who prevailed, and he goes through to the round of 16, the 3rd preliminary round in the men's 57-kilogram featherweight division.